Hello, you beautiful mother duckers. OpenDarkwing here. Welcome to Cairo, Egypt, and our last leg of the ferry flight. It's an early morning here in Egypt as we want to run sunrise departure and getting into a beautiful morning to mid-morning arrival into Dubai International. Let's go ahead and get this thing kind of kicked off and fired up. My thoughts on the updated Longitude. This thing is a lot of fun to fly. The improvements that I've made both to the aircraft as well as to the Garmin G5000 suite has made this thing a lot of fun. I have really enjoyed it. The few flights that we've taken together, plus flying it kind of on my own, kind of learning it a little bit more, it has been an absolute joy and peach to fly. I absolutely love it. It's just good. All right, we're looking at our CAS, nothing on that we wouldn't expect. Standby power, yep, we got all that going on. Let's get this GPU kicked on. Once we get the GPU fired up, we be kind of running off on our own power here. We don't need external power today. That'll be for a different aircraft at a different time that we'll automatically toss those on. Let's go ahead while the APU is ramping up and spinning up. Let's get this... Yeah, let's get this flight plan logged in. So we're flying out of Cairo into Dubai, which is OMDB. There's no procedures for departures. We don't have any SIDS out of Cairo. So I guess we'll just have ourselves some fun with this. We're direct to Menly. And this shouldn't take too long. It's just a whole bunch of airways. N697 airway. Exit out at Sisek. From Sisek, we jump on the W976 with exit to Takeoff. Takeoff, we jump on the L550, exiting off at Carrick. From Carrick, we go to the B411, exiting at Ulina. Where did I miss this thing at, right? Was it short? Oh, it was short. I just missed it completely. All right, there we are. UB411 to Disa. From Disa, we go to the Y415 to Lotak. That was the one that was at the very end. There we go. From Lotak, we jump on the P559 and exit Alpat. There's Alpat. Alpat, the M691, exiting off at Silba. From Silba, H979 to Dasva. Dansva, the N318 to Capum. cap them. Captain, the N685 to Gittib. From Gittib, we run the N300 X-Thing off Lurid. And that is our airways all the way up and down. On our procedure, we are going to do the Lorry 1 into 12 left. So we'll load that up. And we should be done out of here then. We will be departing. Let's go back down here again. Takeoff data on the 23C today. Hit up our speed bugs. And we should be good there. All right. Get our lights turned on in preparation for firing this thing up. Passenger briefing. There are no passengers today. Parking brake is on. Wheel chocks removed. All of the seats and pedals all adjusted. Seatbelt sign is on. The CAS is exactly what we were expecting it to look like at the moment. Recog lights are on. We're clear behind. Anti-collision light is on. Now all that's left is right engine. Let's fire that right engine up. Oh, the sound of the engine just taking up. Everything's monitored, everything looks good. Lift side. Fire it up. Keep an eye on the N1, the N2, or the N2, the N1, and the ITTs. Keep an eye on the oil pressures. Everything's still in the green. Everything is locked in. Good to go. Outstanding. Reset left and right generators. Make sure they are on. With the bus tie being open, we're good there. We can now turn off the APU. Check our flight controls. Free and clear. APU is off. The speed brakes. Show set 1, shows set. Retracted. Shows down, shows down. We're good. Make sure that we are set the FMS. Go ahead and click the flight director on and set our initial altitude to not 50,000, 44,000 feet. We'll click on our taxi lights so we get some lights in on this thing. And we are ready to taxi to our runway. See you guys at the end of the runway. Okay. Letting lights are on. Flaps are going to be set for takeoff. Trims are good. Ice protection not needed. V speeds are displayed. Nav source is set to FMS. Flight director on. Nav mode on. Speed knob set to the FMS. Crew briefing. All right. As we're taking off, anything below V1, we're going to go ahead and deploy brakes as well as the spoiler, the speed brakes. Anything above V1 will take off, hit 3,000 feet, and we'll circle back around to land at the airport. Weather radar is not needed as we are full clear, so we'll clear that out. I think we are absolutely good. All of our lights are set. Go ahead and turn that down, and we're going to turn these down a little bit so it's not quite so glaring and blaring in our eyes. I think we are set for takeoff, people. All right, let's do it. Two good engines. Airspeed is alive. 80 knots. V1, rotate. V2 passed. Positive rate climb, gear up. Flaps up. Flight level change. Autopilot set. Auto throttles armed. We're in climb. Go ahead and turn off our lights as we enjoy Cairo from the sky with the red dawn of a beautiful morning. We are rising up 44,000 feet. We're going to be setting out for the cruise, getting our speed up to 250 knots. We don't have many other restrictions at the moment, so we will see you guys on the approach. Have an absolute gorgeous flight, and we'll see you on the other side. right, welcome back. And welcome to United Arab Emirates. Off to our right, we can see those gorgeous man-made aisles that kind of happen and go in. We are into our arrival. Just kind of kicking off, starting. We're at 10,000 feet and descending. As we come into the arrival, we're going to run through a couple of... now that we're at 10,000, we can take a look at some of the approach stuff. Landing data has all been confirmed already. Don't need ice protection. Avionics are set good. Crew briefing we've already completed, as well as the passenger, which don't have any. We don't have the seatbelt signs and all that fun stuff are all set already. I believe they are. Yep, they're still set. We're gonna go ahead and turn on our landing lights now that we're under 10,000 feet. We can turn that down because it's now daytime. And we prepare as we drop down under 10,000. But up until we get to our last and our final, we'll probably well, it'll be the end of what we have to do for the checklist. Oh my goodness, I can't talk today. I don't know what's going on, but it's a little difficult on the talking side. So, once again, kind of as a final recap of this plane. At least for a while. We'll return to the plane eventually, but for now, kind of taking an idea and taking stock in what we have. I really like this plane. It's simple to fly, which I like a mixture of both where you have to do a lot. I like things that you just kind of, you know, are a little bit more luxurious to fly, where you tap a few buttons and you do a few things, and it's all, you know, it just kind of flies itself half the time. Sometimes you're doing a little bit of stuff going back and forth, but you never feel like you're behind the curve where you need multiple people to fly this jet. And I really appreciate that. We're gonna go ahead and set in one tick of flaps and slow ourselves down a bit as we're approaching in. The arrival here is a very interesting looking arrival. It Lurid One, it kind of does this little kind of solemn course through as you're getting down below limits and everything else. So it's kind of nice. Let's go ahead and set this at 6,000 for now. We'll drop back down to the 2,000 when we're approaching in for our we're getting up to our approach. But man, those man-made islands. So a little background, I've been here multiple times. I was in the Navy for many years, and anytime that we did Gulf runs during both Iraqi freedom and enduring freedom, one of our port calls was usually into Dubai. Well, the port call was actually into Jebel Ali, and then we would head into Dubai from taxis and whatnot. So I've been able to see the man-made islands down there, and it is gorgeous. The city itself is a really beautiful city, a really fun place to visit. In all of my Navy travels, there's only there's 3 places actually that I would like to go back to as a civilian. and one of them is here in Dubai. The other two being, I would like to go visit Hong Kong again. I absolutely loved Hong Kong, and we will do a flight into Hong Kong here before long because I want to revisit that again. And then I want to go back to Australia. Brisbane was absolutely gorgeous. I enjoyed my time in Brisbane, and now I have friends that live in Brisbane, so I would love to be able to go visit them, kind of see some of the things in the places that I visited the last time I was there, and just to kind of, you know, just to kind of look at it from a different perspective and lens, if you will. Checking it out from the military standpoint is much different than being able to go back and visit it. There were restrictions on where you could and couldn't go, and certain limitations on how long you could be out and about. And so being able to go back and visit without those limitations and restrictions would be kind of awesome, I think. But we just sit here as we run this nice little solemn course. We got one more left-hand turn here, and then I believe one final right-hand turn before we approach in and load up the ILS approach to 12 left. We've got one set of flaps already set. Our spoilers are locked down and armed, ready to go. I think we are as prepared as we can be right now. Once we get out of this last line, we'll kick up another set of flaps and get ourselves pretty much close and ready to roll this thing all the way through. I hope you've enjoyed this this series of ferry flights. There's 4 of them, of getting ourselves from Wichita, Kansas, all the way out here to the UAE. It's a kind of a little series that I might visit again. The next few flights are going to be kind of solo, standalone flights, checking out different aircraft. A couple of weeks ago, FlightFX upgraded or updated the H-Jet for the new update, and also upgraded it into making it the Elite 2. So we're going to be checking out a little bit about the Elite 2 and how it all fits in with the update, how it flies. I'm not sure we're going to be flying that one yet, but look forward to an H-Jet flight coming up. I want to check out the Cirrus Vision Jet. It does not have the update yet, so I might hold off on the Cirrus Vision Jet until the update comes out for AAU1. The TBM got an upgrade, and the CJ4 got an upgrade. So as you can tell, I like flying these smaller jets. I'm not a big airlines guy. I really love the small jets, the business or luxury jets, if you will. We might do another flight. I'm doing some more learning procedurally wise, where I'm not relying just on the pad to do startups and shutdowns and all that for the CRJ series. So we might do another CRJ flight at some point. But yeah, I think overall this series was a lot of fun to do. It was a lot of trying to play around and get some editing styles figured out. There's a few other things that I want to attempt and try editing wise and editing styles. So I think that will be a lot of fun. We're gonna go ahead and slow us down a bit, I think, here shortly. Where do we have to hit 2,000 feet? It does not say. All right, let me look at the charts for our ILS approach. We need to be at 2,000 feet at Ukraine. So let's go ahead. Wait, does this thing not load up the... We did not load the approach in. ILS 12 at REIC load. Okay. There we go. And we definitely should be altituding down. That was my bad on that one. See if we can't play catch up a little bit. I mean, it's only dropping 4,000-ish feet, so it shouldn't be too far off, but I want to be able to get that lined up before. Let's get one more set of flaps in on this as well. All right, here we go. Oh my. Not quite sure how I missed that one, but I did. And see, this is the other thing about this plane. Our FMS speed is set for 160. Now, are we going to... All right, top of descent to 2,000. All right. Yeah, we were dropping down to 160. She just cuts through the air. She's a little slippery through the air, so you gotta really kind of keep an eye and maintain on that whole thing. Low is 110.1. I want to make sure that this is set. Okay, so nav1 is 110.1. Okay, so we are good on our locator beacon, because that will come into play here before too long to get us in for our final approach. We're gonna go ahead and drop our gear. We can make sure that our landing speed bugs are all on. Gear is down. Once we get down to 2,000 feet, we'll keep an eye on where our glide slope is, and we'll capture the glide slope ball. Push us on to full flaps. Airport's going to be coming into sight here shortly. Dubai as a city is kind of off to our right a bit. And we are about ready to roll this thing through, landing in 12 left. Go ahead and hit full flaps. Airport is in sight. All right, full flaps. Gear down, 1, 2, 3, green lights. Landing lights are on. All of our other lights are running the way we need it to. Spoiler is set. We just have to track in our avionics run through, and I think we should be good. Yep, we are ready for landing. We are locked into the locator beacon for our navigation source. We'll go ahead and trigger in approach, which means this, as we get to the right location, should turn green when we've locked on to the beacon for bringing us all the way in. And that building is just gorgeously tall. There we are. We're locked onto the glide slope. Glide slope is active. Rolling in for approach speed. Triple checking flaps and gear. We're good and we are set. We're going to go ahead and disengage the auto throttle. Keep this right at the approach speeds. Let's see if we can actually have one decent landing throughout this entire process and program, shall we? I've always managed to do something wrong, either in the approach or the landing. I wonder if we can run this thing out where we're not going to have massive problems for once. And now that I've said something about it, it's probably going to be absolutely atrocious. I'll nose gear down and just slam into the ground or something. But yeah, we're going to be playing around with some other aircraft, some other editing styles, some other stuff that I want to try. There will be some full flights. There will be some that are mostly cinematics. There will be some that are hybrids. It's going to be a little bit of trial and error as I figure out what I enjoy doing, what you guys enjoy watching. Please leave a comment and let me know what you want to kind of see that way. If you want to see more full flights, if you want to see more cinematic edits, if you like this where it's kind of a combination of two, where we talk through the takeoff and the landing and kind of give some shots as we kind of go along. Yeah, let me know in the comments what you guys want to see more of and what you guys enjoy watching, because that way I know kind of get a better idea how to pilot off, kind of get a better idea of what you guys like to see. And we are a little off here, but we'll be fine. Welcome to Dubai. Actually, not a half bad landing for once. I'll take it. Any landing that we come down on nicely, I will absolutely take. thank you guys so much for watching this video. Thank you guys so much for watching this entire series. Like I said, leave a comment. Let me know what you guys want to see. Please subscribe, like the video if you enjoyed what you watch. But yeah, this concludes our flight from Wichita to Peterborough, from Peterborough to Dublin, from Dublin to Cairo, and now finally Cairo here into Dubai. Being able to bring this beautiful aircraft and this stunning livery in. You guys have a great rest of your week. As always, quack, quack, mother duckers.